Selamlar arkadaşlar. Yeni bir Horizon Forbidden West videosuyla karşınızdayım. En son burada kalmıştım. Buradan devam ediyorum.
Francisco from there. She might be able to help. So I guess I'm headed all the way west.
Daha da batı. Zaten batıya gelmiştik. İyice batıya gideceğiz. Oh be! Sonunda ve sonunda bir kez yapıcı oldu be.
Hova said the Quinn have a ferry on the coast that they use to get to the ruins of San Francisco. Let's hope that when I reach it, I get a friendly reception.
Faronun kabri, mezarı. Oo. Faronun öldüğü yer.
Understood.
Tamam. Şimdi birkaç şey konuşalım hemen.
Hello, Aloy. What would you like to discuss?
Ne konuşalım biliyor musun? Az dişevler hakkında, Demeter hakkında. Bir dakika bu değil.
Farrell. All three or were. Do you I guess that
correct.
Tamam.
Have you been able to make use of Demeter's functions?
Yes. I was able to mitigate most soil conditions and restore a temporary balance. You should notice less rampant plant growth in the area.
Güzel.
Maybe that'll give Plainsong's fields a chance to recover.
Unfortunately, recovery in that area is unlikely.
Hadi ya. Zo'nun Toprak Tanrıları'nı onarmakla alakalı bir planı vardı. Acaba o durum ne durumda şu an?
Yeah, I'm helping her out with that. There's something I'm still trying to figure out. Why was Demeter using flying machines to distribute metal flowers?
In its deranged state, Demeter was defending itself against a robotic swarm that would devour all plant life.
It thought the Pharaoh Plague was still happening?
It feared it would come again. As part of its directive of reseeding Earth's vegetation, it sought to protect plant life at all costs.
Yok etmek pahasına.
Considering it had 20 years to proliferate, I expect you will continue to find the fruits of its efforts for some time.
Orasını anladım, evet. Etrafta bir sürü çelik çelenk var.
The Zeniths. Gerard, Eric, Tilda, Verbena. Beta said they were some of the most powerful people on Earth. I think Elizabeth knew one of them. Tilda. Did she ever mention her to you?
Nasıl hatırlasın ki?
Elizabeth often spoke of her work, or told stories of her mother and her childhood. If she knew this Tilda, she did not disclose it with me. What we can conclude from your and Beta's experiences is that the Zeniths are ruthless in pursuit of their goal.
Orası kesin.
To protect life on Earth, they must be stopped.
Beta's convinced we won't be able to capture Hephaestus. With that attitude, do you really think she'll be able to build the rig and pulse generators?
It may take some coaxing, but with some assistance I am confident she will.
I don't get her, GAIA. She's so quick to assume we'll fail. She's nothing like what I thought she'd be. I guess it'll be best if she stays here when we go to Gemini. All this data I've picked up in ancient bunkers and ruins. I guess I never really thought that other people would be looking at it.
Based on my observations, your companions engage quite frequently with this material. Erend has asked on numerous occasions about birthday parties. He appears perplexed by the tradition of serving a sweet confession, as it conflicts with the Oseram tradition of serving sparkling stout ale. He also suggested we host a party for you, as a surprise.
Ama Aloy partileri sevmez ki.
Yeah, no thanks.
That is what I predicted.
Is Kotallo getting along with everyone?
Yes, though he prefers to spend most of the time alone. He appears to be collating data on war machine progression and significant battles during the Pharaoh Plague, to aid in the creation of a war map of Operation Enduring Victory. I believe he aims to study the tactics of old world warfare.
I'd be interested in seeing that.
It appears to be a private pastime for him. He
Güzel,
has
güzel bir hobi.
repeatedly declined my offers to assist his research.
So now that you have Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon, how's the biosphere looking?
In the
Muhtemelen
Newport region,
birkaç ay
conditions
daha
have improved.
dünya iyi durumda olabilir.
Superstorms have subsided.
Aynen.
Water sources have
Biraz
been
olsun
purified,
düzelmiş.
and soil conditions remediated. These improvements will stave off environmental collapse for a few additional months.
Well, with luck, soon you'll have Hephaestus. Then you'll be able to fix the biosphere for good, right?
Correct. I will be able to design and produce robotic agents to permanently reverse the environmental damage that has accumulated.
Güzel.
There's something I've been wondering. How could Ted Faro create a clearance level higher than Alpha? Elizabeth made sure he wouldn't interfere with the project.
It is plausible he tasked his own engineers with creating a back door to the Zero Dawn system, without Elizabeth's knowledge.
Her zamanki gibi
Predecessor did not
şerefsiz.
even know of its existence until he activated it to purge the Apollo database. It is, in effect, a blind spot, one that will allow us to subdue Hephaestus. And fortunately, thanks to Beta's information, we know where Omega clearance may be procured.
Right. Somewhere in San Francisco. So our plan to capture Hephaestus. Let's go over it again.
As you wish. Thanks to Beta's test, we now know that Hephaestus will not respond to your Alpha clearance, which is why you will need to procure Ted Faro's Omega clearance.
Right. From his personal bunker, Thebes.
While you are gone, I will assist Beta in building the transport rig and pulse generators. When we get to Gemini, I will need to be installed on one of the facility's cores. The second core is for Hephaestus. Using Omega clearance will allow you to trap it.
And then you'll be able to absorb it.
Not quite. You will need to manually remove Hephaestus's malicious code before the merge.
How long will that take?
There are calculations I still must run.
Birkaç saat mi?
but I
Abi
estimate
zenitler
a
falan
few
bizi bulmasın.
hours.
Çok kötü
And
olur.
during that time, the others will create a distraction for us using the pulse generators, right?
Correct. They will each take position at a cauldron door and fire off their device. The energy surge should mask our activities until the merge is complete.
Umarım.
And then we'll have everything we need to defeat the Zeniths. Sounds like a plan.
Ama evet, güzel plan baya.
So the facility where I recovered Demeter used to be a Pharaoh agricultural research facility. It's where they created the biomass conversion system, but also adamantine wreath.
Ama içine
Did
sıçmışlar.
Elizabeth know they were working
Durum
there?
daha kötü olmuş.
It is likely she was briefed on other efforts to combat the machine swarm, though her focus was devoted only to Zero Dawn.
That makes sense. But they actually got the wreaths to work. If they've been able to deploy it against the Pharaoh Plague in time,
Using the data you recovered on the project, I ran several simulations and have concluded that it would never have worked.
Neden ki?
In all scenarios,
Ha, zamanında
Pharaoh
yetiştiremeyeceğinden
war
dolayı
machines
mı?
would eventually hack and deactivate the wreath before they could contain the swarm.
so Zero Dawn really was the only solution.
Sağlam çözüm.
There was a lot of data in the greenhouse facility about agriculture. Do you think it'll help the Quen fix their homeland?
I will run a query. Complete. The data contains information about novel crop production methods, which may be beneficial to the tribe in the long term.
Ama kısa
Then the
vadede
crops aren't going to
hiçbir
save
şey
the
yok.
world. So I guess it's on us.
It is.
So Gemini has 2 data cores. I've never seen a cauldron like that. But you mentioned something about seismic activity?
When my predecessor attempted to build the cauldron, construction was disrupted by a series of earthquakes. The data core had already
Kazan ikiye ayrıldığından da 2 farklı
the rest of
çekirdeği
the
var.
facility sustained damage. So she began again. A second core was built. However, when more tremblers occurred, she abandoned the site.
Yani kazanı yarım bıraktı. Hephaistos da kazanın yarı bırakılmış halini tamir etti.
Though they did also create instabilities in other facilities in the region.
Peki. Gidelim.
See you later, Gaia.
Until next time, Aloy.
Şunları yerleştireyim.
There we go. More data for the dome.
I like this one.
Gaia'cığım sen de hepsine aynı şeyi söylüyorsun ama. Biraz farklı şeyler söyle. Bunu yapmıştım, şimdi bu. Ondan sonra diğerleriyle konuşacağım. Ondan sonra geri kalan zaman artık ne kadarsa ona göre bir şeyler yapacağım. Bu da güzel. Şurada bir yan görev var. Kimin? Şimdi önce buraya bakayım. Burada hiçbir şey yok. Bir şey diyeceğim. Burada gizli bir yer falan var mı acaba? Böyle ne bileyim. Panelden geçebileceğim, açabileceğim falan. Yok sanırım. Burada da yok. Zaten Zo ile Varl'ın odası burası. Bunu alayım. Oh, bir sürü şey. Veri odamız. Yatak odası, duş falan. Aa, Kotallo'nun görevi varmış.
Got a minute?
As many as you need.
I have to travel beyond the western coast.
To the ruins, shrouded in fog.
Yes, and I'm looking for a tribe, the Quen. I encountered them once before. They said they came from across the Great Ocean. I was hoping that Tanakh knew more about them.
There were rumors of trespassers in the area, but we thought they were just bandits. Hikaru sent out a patrol or 2, but I don't recall them reporting back. We've had more pressing concerns, as you know. I'm sorry. That's all I can tell you.
It's okay. I guess I'll find out soon enough.
There is something I've been meaning to discuss with you.
Söyle bakalım.
It's personal.
Tabii tabii.
If you have a moment to spare.
Ama önce bunlar.
What have you been up to?
Varl has asked to learn the differences between my people's clans, so I've been teaching him Tanakh history. It is heavy with blood and death, but also with honorable deeds and vanquished tyrants. Maybe you'd like to hear about it as well.
Yani aslında tarihi pek sevmem ama yani kırmamak için biraz dinlerim.
What do Tanakh do to relax? You know, to take a break from training?
We play strike. Your Oseram friend, Erend, is surprisingly good at it, although he has yet to beat me. It helps one think strategically, hones the mind for tactics.
Somehow that still sounds like training. Anything interesting happen while I was away?
I found an acceptable place to practice with my blade.
Oh, and where's that?
Outside, above the base. There's a nest of sunwings that are always up for a fight.
Ever thought of sparring with something that's not trying to kill you?
That would defeat the purpose of training.
Doğru ya, doğru. Talimin amacı bu zaten.
Found anything interesting during your training?
GAIA told me where to find data on how wars were waged in the old world. I knew the Ten fought against machines, much as we do now, but it seems they were among the last of their kind. Later, machines battled other machines on behalf of greedy leaders, as they vied for lands and spoils. At least the Tenakth have the courage to put their lives on the line when conflicts arise.
There is nobility in that. But maybe we just need fewer conflicts in the first place.
Yes, of course. Hekarro would have it so as well.
Anything else you've been looking at with that focus?
GAIA showed me the knowledge you recovered out in the desert.
Hangileri?
I am no chaplain, but I'd be curious to test if something I read is true.
What is it?
The old ones believed one could hear the great waters, even in the middle of the desert, if you carried the carcass of a water animal with you. They called them seashells.
Ya.
Sounds-
Yok yok öyle bir şey. Şimdi nedir bu kişisel rican?
I've been speaking with GAIA. She mentioned that the Zeniths bind metal with flesh to make themselves stronger. I was wondering if you'd help me do the same.
Aa, protez kol
You wanna make
istiyorsun.
yourself a new arm.
Yes.
Tabii ki tabii ki.
GAIA
Çok iyi olur.
insists she can
Savaşta
help
da
me
işimize
build such a
yarar.
thing if I can get the necessary data and materials. She believes these things lie in the place where Beta hid from the Zeniths.
Their ancient research lab.
I am not as familiar with old world machinery as you are. I could use your assistance.
Kesinlikle yardım
It
edeceğim.
might be dangerous. The Zeniths probably still keep an eye on that place. We were lucky to get out of there alive the first time.
I see.
It sounds like this is worth the risk.
By the 10, we shall see it through.
Tamam.
I should get going. I've got a long road ahead.
Should you need reinforcements,
I know who to call. I'll call you when I'm near the Zenith lab. We'll get what you need for that new arm of yours.
thank you, Aloy.
Şimdi Zoe ile konuşalım.
Aloy, I hear you're going further west past the Tenakth clanlands.
Do you know anything about the area?
Only hearsay. The Utaru tell stories of an island that lies beyond the western coast. They call it the Isle of Spires. It is said the Old Ones built towers there that touch the sky, so they could live far away from the earth that bore them. As if they didn't want to be reminded that they'd one day return to it.
Sounds like something Ted Faro would do. You ever play that board game Erend set up?
Strike? I'm the one who gave it to him. I was
Ah.
hoping it'd distract him enough to spare us that ruckus he calls death metal. No such luck.
You and Varl doing okay? Training, I mean.
We're doing fine. Although I admit it'd be nice to take a small break from studying, just the two of us. But then who'd look after Erend?
There's always Kotallo.
Leave a loud Oseram with a brooding Tenakth. What could go wrong?
Yani en fazla ne olabilir ki?
What's everyone been up to?
I've been trying to share some of my meals with Beta. Thought it might help her feel more at home. Maybe even get her to sleep up here instead of in that dark basement. She would not be moved.
I appreciate you trying.
Patience reaps the best harvest. I'm not giving up hope yet.
How much have you read on Ted Faro?
Enough to wonder how a man who worked so hard to heal the world once could let greed and pride condemn it so easily. For
Onun
one's
gururu
spirit to
bassın.
diminish in such a way, I'm not sure if I should hate him or pity him.
İkisi de.
It looked like you were working on something over there.
With Gaia now growing in strength, I've been trying to find a way to heal the land gods, even if some people think I should give up on them.
Already said I was sorry.
Your friend thought it'd be a good idea to replace the land gods with new machines when Gaia recovers.
It wasn't.
The land gods have taken care of our people for generations. They are not some broken toy to be thrown away. Even if they are just machines doing their job, to abandon them in their time of suffering seems cruel.
I'm sure Varl understands that too.
He does now. I had to get pretty mad at him at first, though.
You know I can hear you guys, right?
Çok iyi.
Any progress with your plan for the land gods? Is the reboot code ready?
It is. But there is difficult work ahead. GAIA warned me that
Geçen
because the
sefer
land gods
zalim
live
boynuz
together in
avlamıştık.
a network,
Daha ne olabilir
the
ki?
code
Zor.
must be delivered to all of them. Most are in plain song, but in recent years, 3 of them wandered off. So, T, and Do.
We have to find them.
No, we know where they are, but they're hard to reach.
Tamam, o iş bende.
So, wandered into a lake and sank. Do ventured into a dangerous canyon, and T broke down amidst a herd of machines.
Okay. Tell you what. You go to Plainsong, handle all the land gods there. I'll take care of So, T, and Do. I'll need their locations, plus the reboot code.
I'm sending the data to you now. My people made shrines near where each land god faltered. When you see them, you'll know you're close. And once again, thanks for your help.
Ne
We're
demek
not gonna let
Caniko?
your people starve, so
Arkadaşımsın, tabii ki yardım
I
edeceğim.
promise.
Gidelim
I should
bakalım.
get going. Hopefully I can bring
Bu bölüm
back
biraz
what we
yan
need
görev
to capture
yapabilirim.
Festus.
Çünkü zaten
After that,
bölümün büyük kısmı
I'm gonna
konuşmayla
need
geçti.
everyone's help.
We'll be ready.
Aslında kazan yapmayı planlıyordum ama kazan 30-40 dakika falan alabiliyor. O yüzden hiç girişmeyeyim şu an. Varl,
Aloy, you're here.
Zo biraz sana
Did you meet the
içerlenmiş.
Gwen already?
Not yet.
After all the trouble you went through getting those subfunctions, seems unfair you have to deal with these Gwen on your own too.
It's safer this way. They think I'm Sobek or something like that. They won't hurt me, but I doubt they'll be so kind to anyone else.
If you say so. Let me know if you need anything before you go.
You better not be slacking off on your studies while I'm gone.
And risk Zo coming after me? I value my life. In fact, I've been reading about Ted Faro, how he destroyed the world and crawled into a hole after killing those who saved it.
He definitely was a piece of work. So, you and Zo got into a bit of a fight, huh? I should have known better than to suggest Hephaestus could make new land gods to replace the old ones in Plainsong.
The last thing I wanted to do was dismiss their traditions. But I was trying to look at things differently. More like you know? To
Ya
see a
elbette
machine as just a
niyetin kötü
machine.
değildir ama Zo makinelere sadece
So I
makine
got
olarak
into trouble
bakmıyor.
there, didn't I?
Not your fault. Don't worry.
Looks like things between you and Zo are better now.
I suffered through a few hours of glaring silence. Then she seemed to move on. Sort of. People
O
do
hataya
this.
asla düşme.
How do I know if the next thing I
Asla
say will blow up
unutmamıştır.
in my face? What if an apology is not enough next time?
You give her a stuffed animal?
You're the worst.
What makes you think I know anything about any of this? You're on your own.
Abandoning me again, huh? Well, if she kills me next time, it's on you.
Well, Beta and Gaia built the rig. Can you get everyone ready for the mission ahead?
Of course.
What is it?
Nothing. It's just that everything's about to change. We'll get Gaia, and she'll help us set things right. No more zeniths, no more derangement.
Dur bakalım, daha zenitleri nasıl yeneceğimizi bilmiyoruz.
But I wonder how the Nora will react, and the Karja, and well, everyone.
Let's just focus on fixing Gaia for now.
You're right. We've got an angry AI to take down.
Kudurmuş Hephaistos'un yanında biraz az kalır.
If I get Omega
Çıldırmış,
codes, someone
manyak,
grab
kafayı yemiş
Hephaestus,
daha iyi
we
tabirler.
might finally have the advantage over the Zeniths.
Can't wait to see their faces as they stare down a bunch of charging thunderjaws.
Better them than us, for once.
Tamam.
I'll be in touch if I need anything.
We'll be ready. Everyone's been briefed on the pulse generators as well.
Good.
Erend nerede? Erend burada. Her zamanki yerinde.
What's this I hear about you going west?
Turns out we need one last thing before we can grab Hephaestus.
Because it would have been too easy otherwise.
Anything happen I should know about?
Zoe asked us to help her bring more plants in here. Not for eating, apparently. Yeah, if you ask me, the place is fine as it is. Metal might be plain, but it's sturdy. Nothing wrong with that. Who needs a bunch of vegetation?
How are things with Kotallo? You still scared of him?
Oh, she thinks she's funny. Actually, I played strike with him.
Evet evet söyledi.
I had to fill in most of the conversation myself, but I'm still alive.
Bu da bir gelişme.
Bet you're used to that focus by now.
Well, I can hit machines in their weak points. I guess that's something. I wish all the other data was as easy to deal with. To be honest, it's hard to understand half of what's on there. And then the other half reminds me, well, this isn't a fight you can win by just waving a hammer. Which is kind of what I do. But hey, that just means I gotta study harder. Now, make
Kendini
myself
işe yaramaz gibi görmesin
Just
ya.
take your time.
Üzücü oluyor.
You've been looking at any interesting data?
I asked GAIA to find me something to look at a while back, and she found the mother of all forges. They called it sports.
Aha tam
Turns out
senlik.
the old ones
Hele
spent a lot of
güreş
time
tam senlik.
tackling and punching each other for points in,
Ha,
in
boks
one
falan
game or
galiba.
another. Are you mixing some solid food and fresh ale? I bet half the claim will be lining up to watch.
What else have you been studying with your focus?
Yeah, I've been looking into this Vegas place you found. GAIA showed us everything that happened when you went to get that Poseidon thing. I mean, this Merlin guy seems pretty smart. Though, risking the Tanakh clan lands for a light show is a bold move.
His crew knows how to handle themselves. Mostly.
Right.
I found out more about the Sons of Prometheus. They definitely have a base. It's a place called First Forge. We just have to find it.
First Forge. All right, that's it then. I know where that is.
You found one of them? A Sons of Prometheus operative?
He was posing as a Delver, but my focus locked onto his. When he saw me coming, he ran. I caught up with him, and he tried to crush his focus. But there was still data on it. A bunch of locations and coordinates.
Güzel.
One of them was called First Forge. I didn't know what it meant.
Tamam gidelim basalım.
Nice job.
Prometheus'un
Yeah,
çocukları
you know
orada
me.
saklanıyor.
Ancient tech expert.
Send me those coordinates, okay?
Now hold on, Aloy. I'm coming with you. Asera is the last of a line of killers that murdered Ursa. And I need to be there when she goes down.
Of course.
Peki.
Send me the location and I'll call
Hayır
you
demem
when it goes.
elbette.
All right then.
I need to get going.
I think I know the answer, but are you sure you don't need any help? GAIA mentioned this other tribe you found, the Quen.
Evet ya ben de
They sound like a
güvenemedim.
nasty bunch.
Ne yapacakları belli
We can
olmuyor.
handle them. In the meantime, Varl will help you get ready for what comes next.
Take care of yourself, Aloy.
Şimdi son olarak
Oh,
beta
looks like I
kaldı.
can open that door now.
Aa bir dakika. Burası kapalıydı. Değil mi?
There's a lot of equipment in here. Gaia, what was all this for?
This room was designed for management of the facility's vast seed banks. From here, control center operatives would have monitored new crop rotations into the automated farmlands, now known as plains.
Hmm.
I see. According to this console, there are still thousands of plant samples stored deep below the facility. I can
Çok
ask
iyi.
Gaia about them the next time I talk to her.
Aa bir dakika bu dinleme.
I've been
Huh.
tackling the design of the ag lab. Place is gonna have a lot of seed stock to work with. My favorite? Sample 626. Calotropis gigantea. The crown flower. We used to have one in our backyard. Butterflies always fluttering around. Every morning, August would run out there to check under the leaves. See if any caterpillars turned into chrysalises. Now, I'd like to imagine that the future will be filled with them.
Güzel. Beta'ya gidelim.
I don't think that door had power before, but looks like it's malfunctioning.
Güzel. Burayı da açalım.
Looks like some kind of maintenance space.
Çok fazla bir şey yok ama yine de toplayayım bunları. Ha, burası işte bir yere gidiyor. Ay, benim kaydı.
I wonder where this leads.
Bakalım. Fotoğraf kapalı.
Power cells?
Ne alaka? Ne için? Aşağıda bir yer var, orası için mi? Ha, tamam. 2 tane var. O zaman demek ki 2 tane koyulacak yer var. Ne kadar zekiyim.
That did it.
Aloy? A bunch of lights just turned on up here? Was that you?
Galiba.
Yeah, I guess it was.
Tamam, beta burada. Peki ikinciyi nereye koyacağım? Merak ettim şimdi bak. Burası değil, burası asansör boşluğu. Neyse, bir beta ile konuşayım bakalım.
Hey, me again. Was there something else?
Biraz modumu düşür diye geldim.
So do you have everything you need to build the rig and pulse generators? GAIA sent me the schematics. The designs are modest, without the capabilities of Hephaestus, but they should work. Not that it matters without a mega clearance. I'll find it. Just try to have the transport ready by the time I get back. So, aside from Varl and GAIA, who else have you been talking to? Zo told me how you met after your escape from the Hades Proving Lab. I had no idea you were severely injured. If the Zeniths had killed you, life on Earth would be doomed. My escape would have been for nothing. But they
İyi ki
didn't
ölmedim o
kill
zaman.
me. And thanks to Varl and Zo, I was able to recover. You said you and Varl talk sometimes. What about? He told me about your tribe, the Nora, and the proving ritual you did. I told him if I was born into the tribe, I'd never be able to do the proving.
Orası kesin.
It does require a lot of physical training, but there are plenty of other roles besides being a hunter. I don't think I'd be suited for any of them. Well, I guess it's a good thing you're not a Nora then.
Yani keşke öyle demeseydim be. Zaten özgüven düşük. Her şeyi kötüye yoruyor. Şimdi iyice motivasyonu düşecek.
I'll check on you later. Yeah, sure.
Dediği şey yanlış değil bu arada ama yani bir insanın yüzüne karşı da böyle söylemek biraz acımasızca geldi. Tamamdır. Şimdi
Aloy, it's a long way to the coast. If you need to resupply en route, I suggest stopping in Fall's Edge. It's a lowland clan village southwest of the Grove, in the heart of the jungle.
Got it. Thanks for the advice.
tamam.
I see you, champion. Sit.
Gel bakalım. Önce Zo'ya yardım etmek istiyorum Toprak Tanrıları hakkında.
A squad of young ones recently returned to Scalding Spear, our main settlement just west of here. Apparently they lost a soldier to machines during a training mission in no man's land. Just goes to show that the wilds can be just as dangerous to the east as they are here. Be careful out there.
Will do.
Tamam. Bir kaydedeyim.
Sakura squad. I should check up on her when I can.
Şimdi yetenekler, görevler. Tamam. Bunu yapacağım. Önce burası. Oraya en yakın nereden gidebilirim? Buradan. Tabii ki harcamayacağım. Ne oluyor be? Ha. Açıkçası şu an hiç uğraşamam. Göreve doğru gideceğim. Bölüm dışı şey yapmaya çalışacağım. Şer kanat parçaları toplayıp gereken şeyleri geliştireceğim ama yapabilir miyim? Ay! Lan! Hangi şerefsiz attı lan onu? İyi ki uğraşmayacağım dedim. Kafama yapıştırdı sağdan. Bak bak, arkadan atıyorlar yine. Neyse. Odaktan sapmamam lazım.
This must be the shrine of the land of those bones. Let's take a look.
Tamam.
Gotta climb up to that land god.
Beni ne görüyor şu an?
Up on that ledge.
Beni şu an bir şey görüyor ama anlamadım. Aa. Çok ilginç. Neyse. Saldırırsa da zaten karşılığını veririm. Ha, önce şunu düşüreyim.
Take a step.
Hadi. Yukarı.
It looks like this one's been here for a while.
Tamam. Bunu tutan şey nerede? Orada.
But where there's vines, there's a metal flower. I just have to find it.
O içeride mi değil mi anlamadım. Burada da var bir tane.
Is this easy? There's a path on the other side of this. There might be a way up to that land god. I just have to get rid of these vines first. There we go. Should be able to access that cave now.
Mağaraya giriş nereden? Oradan, tamam.
Treadwing carcass. It must have dropped the flowers and then crashed.
Ha, şeyi anladım.
There.
Çelik çelenkleri şeyle lan
Deactivate it. The land god will be free
Of.
from the vines.
kaydım.
I'll have to find a way up there.
Çelik çelenkleri şer kanatlar dağıtıyormuş.
Might help me get to that metal flower.
Tamam. Ona çıkacağım. Şuradan çıkacağım. Az önce nasıl düştüm ya? Ayağım falan kaydı herhalde.
Now I just need to get rid of these vines.
Güzel.
Past those vines now. That's better. Time to get this code installed.
Nasıl yükleyeceğim? Kafasından.
This'll help you get better.
Tamam, bir sonraki. Hangisi daha yakın? Şuradaki daha yakın.
Oh, yeah. I was here before Zoe told me about this place. I guess they were leaving offerings to the land god. That looks like something.
Yakmış. Ne olabilir? Ateş körük sırtı ya da alazcı olabilir. Ne tarafa doğru gideceğim? Bu tarafa doğru mu?
There's the land god. But I'll have to deal with those machines before I install the reboot code.
Tamam. Bunlar alfa mı? Yo, normaller. Tamam.
Almost done with work.
Gerek bile yok. Aa. Daha iyi bir vurabileceğim bir pozisyon lazım. Şöyle vursam. Güzel. Senin ilacın asit. Elimdeki buz değil mi? Evet. Ben de diyorum asit neden parlıyor? Dur, bağırma, dur. Kaçamadım, kayaya çarptım. Yine kaçamadım, yine kayaya çarptım. Alan çok dar. Merhaba. Neyse ki bunlar basit ölüyor. Tamam. Bununla açık alanda savaşmam lazım, yoksa çok kötü olur. Al bakalım. Aa, öldün zaten. Boşuna kazık atmama gerek yok. Güzel.
I think that's all the machines. Time to install this code on that land god.
Şunları lootlayayım da.
Soon enough.
Ne kadar çok loot var. Ne oluyor lan?
Uh-oh.
Of. Ne oldu? Geldin, ne oldu? Bu anı mı bekliyordun hayatın boyunca? Şöyle yapacağım. Nerede? Abi, şeyi çıkarmışım, doğru. Ah be. Oh. Tam 12'den vurdum. Güzel. Bu mızrak olmasa bunu o kadar uzun sürede keserim ki. Mızrak sağ olsun. Oh, birden hareket edince çok uzağa gitti. Cephane yok, hemen üreteyim. Tamam, seni bir asetleyeyim yine, kendine gel. Tutar. Evet. Son bir. Görüşürüz. Lootlamaya geliyorum seni.
Okay, let's get this code installed on that land god. I can grab this from my stash later. Let's try this again.
Tamam.
Nice and easy.
Şimdi sıradaki. Neredeydi o? Burada. Oraya en yakın nereden gidebilirim? Epey de uzak bir yerdeymiş. En yakın buradan. Bineğim falan var mı ya? Varmış. Ne var? Ha, yavaş ya. Pençe adım savaşma konusunda iyi de yavaş. Ama bu kadar gelmişken bineyim bari. Ayıp olmasın. Geldim. Arkadan takip ediyor hala. Suya batmıştı demiştik. Göl nerede? Burada.
Now I know what this place means to the Utaru.
Tamam.
I think the land
Aha.
is underneath that rubble.
Şerefsiz.
I better stay away from that snap maw.
Yıkıntıyı
Snap
temizle.
maws are as far under the rubble as they are on land.
Şöyle yapacağım. Dalayım. Beni görmeden hızlıca şey yapabilirsem iyi olur. Savaşmaya gerek yok ya. Zaten onlarca kez koca ağız kestim.
I need to get to that land god before I can install the reboot code.
Tamam, önce yıkıntı.
This should help me get back on track. That should do it.
Güzel. Şimdi Zo'ya gidelim. Zo nerede? Burada. Bir sonraki bölüm yetiştirebilirsem 2 tane kazan yapmaya çalışacağım. Yetişmezse de bir tane kazan yapıp birkaç tane de Asya karakolu kampı falan şey yaparız.
But for some reason, the water around their capital, Thornmarsh, remains polluted. Perhaps this is something you could help with.
Olabilir.
Yeah, maybe. I'll look into it when I can.
So's back. Aloy, you made it. All of the land gods have been updated. Now to send out the reboot signal.
Kadın yoktan var oldu az önce.
What does this mean? A new beginning. GAIA told me this would happen. To all of them. Do, T, So, and the rest. She called it a reboot sequence. But I didn't think it would be so beautiful. Soon the land gods will return
Yaşlı
to
kadın
killing
kendinden
us as
geçti.
they once did.
Zoe, the chorus wants a word.
Of course they do.
Do you want me to come?
No need.
Yo, bence gitmeyelim.
I'll just tell them that our lands will soon bloom again. Who are they to argue? Find me later, and I'll tell you how it went.
Good luck.
Güzelmiş ha. Diğerleri de söylüyor mu? Başka toprak tanrıları da vardı burada. Ha bir de orada var. Evet o da söylüyor. Güzelmiş cidden ya. Şimdi deftere bakalım neler var neler yok. Makine kataloğundan şer kanatı buldum. Karakter öykülerinden bu kim? Alva. Veri noktaları. Oyun %74. Güzel. Yetenekleri hala dağıtmayacağım. Ta ki aranaya gidene kadar. Şimdi bir sonraki bölümde tam olarak ne yapacağım? Bu olmuş umutlar mı? Ha, kısa bir görev. Tamam. Bunu yaparak başlarım. Bölüm dışı metal çiçekleri toplarım ama şu an toplamam. Muhtemelen bir gün sonra falan toplarım. Onun dışında büyük kayıp. Kotallo'nun robotik kolu olacak sanırım. Öyle bir şey. Bunun için yardım edeceğim. Ama direkt muhtemelen şuradan başlarım. Nerede? Bir tane kazan vardı. Burası ne? İlk ocak. Evet. Tamam, burada bir kazan var. Önce bunu yaparım. Bir de şurada bir kazan var. Neredeydi? Ha. Eğer süre yeterse de bunu yaparım. Yetmezse de şu asi kampları ve işte ilk ocak görevini falan yaparım. Yani planı bu yönde arkadaşlar. Evet, güzel. Umarım izlerken... Lan duyamıyorum. Bölüm kapanışı konuşması yapacaktım da Toprak Tanrıları'nın yanında sesim duyulmuyor. Biraz uzaklaşayım öyle konuşayım. Tamam, burası iyi. Evet arkadaşlar, eğer izlediyseniz ne be? Eğer izlerken keyif aldıysanız benim kafada yandı artık. O kadar çok oynadım ki yakın zamanda Horizon Forbidden West'te. Bir noktadan sonra beynim erimeye başladı galiba. Ama cidden güzel be. Neyse. Daldım gittim. Umarım izlerken keyif almışsınızdır arkadaşlar. Eğer bana destek olmak isterseniz kanalıma abone olabilir, bu videoyu beğenebilir, yorum ya da eleştiri yazabilirsiniz. Bir sonraki videoda görüşmek üzere. Hoşça kalın.